state of your finances has a big impact on the type of life you lead, as your purchasing power is determined by the amount of money you have. No one wants to live worrying about how they will survive day to day and afford essentials like food, clothing, and shelter. Some people want to be able to afford life's luxuries, such as jewelry, gadgets, or even an electric car. If you have trouble affording the items you want, or if your finances are a mess, we can help you get back on track. Here's what you need to do. Know where you stand financially. To do this, identify your sources of income, including your salary and any side gigs, and know exactly how much you make from each. It's also important to know where your money is going. Understanding this helps you reconcile your spending with your income and budget properly, which is the first step to improving your financial situation. Make a budget that works for you. Your budget should be a plan for how you will spend your money. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Focus on spending categories that are most important and look for quick wins, such as reducing unnecessary expenses, canceling subscriptions, or taking a break from an expensive hobby. These small changes can add up to a significant amount of money that can be put towards other things. Consider your housing and transportation costs. For many people, housing, childcare, and transportation are the biggest expenses. If you can't change your housing situation, consider getting a roommate or moving in with someone who needs one. If you have a family, you might consider moving to a smaller home or closer to your workplace, which might be more expensive in terms of housing but will save you on transportation in the long run. Remember, fixing your finances is not about being cheap, it's about getting your finances in order. Another step in the right direction would be to find a way to increase your income. Many people talk about making money from extra sources, but that might not be the first option to consider. What if you could make more money from your current job? We're pretty sure you're wondering how. Well, here's a simple trick. Ask for a raise. This works better if you haven't gotten one in a while. Now, remember to do this. You've actually got to be good at your job and communicate well with your employer. Adding a few new skills to your portfolio is another sure way to get your boss to consider giving you a raise. Hey, you've got more skills now, so why not? If you're self-employed, something to consider would be increasing your rates. Try not to sell your time by charging hourly, instead charge for the results that you deliver. For example, if you build apps and you're working on a new finance app for a client, most times they don't care how many hours you actively work on it. They just want their app done and done well. This way, you can earn a whole lot more while working fewer hours, without worrying about being charged hourly. But, right before starting the project, think of different ways and avenues this app can make money for the client and then draw your fee up based on that. After you've increased your source of income, you can then try to diversify your sources of income. If there's any lesson to be taken away from the COVID-19 pandemic, it's that there are several ways we can all make money. The first thing to do is to leverage skills you already have or even develop new ones to help you out. Why is this necessary? Well, you could easily start a side business based on your existing skills. For example, if you have marketing skills, you could reach out to small businesses and startups to help them promote their businesses. You could also venture into other things like selling products online, writing, or even creating courses or webinars with the knowledge you have. And still in the spirit of making money, there are other things you could do, like investing. Investing is a sure way to earn passive income that makes money for you while you aren't even there. Sounds like a steal, right? Of course it does. And interestingly enough, there are a bunch of investing opportunities available to starters and experts alike in the investment world. But, just a suggestion from us. Don't get too excited about an investment deal. Instead, do your own research about it and speak with financial advisors before putting a lot of money into anything. Now that you've got a good grasp on what you earn and how much you spend, you need to set financial goals for your future. You need to have specific goals for the short term, medium term, and long term. Your short-term goals could be saving for a car, a house, a vacation, a new business, or even starting an emergency fund. Your long-term goals are those in 5 to 20 years from now, such as a college fund for your kids or a retirement plan. It's equally important that you still break them down into shorter-term goals. For instance, if you plan to start a company in 10 years, you would need to start calculating today for how much you would need for that goal to be achieved. You need to start taking into account how much you have at the moment and how much you will need to save for your target, and this goes for both short-term and long-term goals. Just remember to make them SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, and we can assure you that you'll be well on your way. Life, as we know it, is full of surprises and there is no way to sugarcoat it. It is crucial for everyone to have an emergency fund, and this should not be disregarded. An emergency fund is important for getting your finances in order because unexpected situations, such as job loss, a fire at home, a medical issue, or a pandemic can occur. If you don't have an emergency fund, now is a great time to start. Most experts advise setting aside 6 months of your income, but with all the recent unexpected events, you may want to save even more. If you already have an emergency fund, consider increasing it by a few $1,000s over the next few months. This fund will help you avoid relying on high-interest credit cards or loans during emergencies. With many financial institutions going digital, you have the opportunity to automate your finances and save time and stress. This could include setting up pre-authorized payments for bills, transfers, and investment contributions. Automation will help you stay on top of your financial goals. Getting out of debt should be a top priority in your financial journey to freedom. Focus on paying off debts, especially those with high interest rates. As you make more money and reduce monthly expenses, you can use the extra cash to pay off debts. Credit can be a valuable tool when used correctly, such as for buying a house or car. However, it is often misused by financing a lifestyle beyond one's means. If you can't pay for something in cash, you can't afford it, and if you can't pay for it twice, you definitely can't afford it. Knowing your net worth, which is the value of your assets minus your liabilities, is a crucial test of your financial position. Tracking your net worth over time will help you measure your progress and identify areas for improvement. Financial literacy and education is also crucial in fixing your finances. Research, read books, journals, and blog posts, and stay informed about the investment and stock markets, and the economic situation of your country. Being financially literate and up to date on your finances will bring peace of mind. Strive for excellence and always look for ways to improve your skills. Having a constant hunger for self-improvement will help you reach your financial goals. Take courses and get certifications in areas that you believe will have a positive impact on your job or career. Treat upskilling as an investment, not an expense, as it has the potential to bring in more income over time. If you haven't already, you also need to get insurance. Not having insurance is a poor decision, and it is a great way to protect yourself, your family, and your assets in case of an emergency or accident. That concludes our video, and we hope that you have a better understanding of your finances. The information we've discussed today will help you to avoid financial difficulties that may arise. As a reminder, always seek help from a professional financial advisor. These experts are trained to put your finances back on track, and a quick chat may be all you need to gain clarity. Do you have any smart financial tips that have worked for you in the past? We would love to hear them in the comments section, so feel free to drop your advice. Thank you for spending time with us today. We're grateful for your presence. If you found value in our content, please give us a like, hit the bell icon to never miss an upload, and don't forget to subscribe.